So, welcome to Men on Scandal. It's our show about scandal from a man's perspective. And
right.
We, of course, are men. Troy Johnson, Mark Clark.
Yes.
I'm Tony Scott. And,
It's a man's world.
This is a man's world. First up, we've got to say congratulations to Kerry Washington, because apparently she's with child.
Yes.
Wow.
So congratulations. I hear she's like 4 months. Is that what you're hearing, Mark?
I'm hearing that she's carrying a gut full of her football playing husband's seed.
She got a little Asamoah walking around there.
Not a gutful, man. Come
Got
on.
a gut, man. So congratulations, man. She's making she's having a perfect storm of success this last couple years, huh?
This is true. This is
And
very true.
And well deserved.
Oh, well deserved.
Yeah,
well deserved.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Damn
So
it.
this episode was called More Cattle, Less Bull. I'm not real comfortable with the Jake and Huck collaboration, man. I'm not real happy because neither one of them should be trusted, because Huck's a trained killer and this other guy is a master strategist.
Mm-hmm. They're like a little spy team working together. And you're right, the two personalities don't quite match up, because you don't know when Huck is going to have a moment and just flip out. It feels like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huck, as you said last week, Troy, Huck's on the edge.
Yes.
And, you're right, both of them. But, hey, it'd be a hell of a fight, though. They're both killers, man.
Yeah. I got my money on Huck on that one, though.
Yeah, Huck is slice an arm off and then look at you, write a note in your blood.
But you know what he won't do?
What?
He won't take that damn shirt off, will he? Crazy as hell. You don't see him in a wife beater or shirt off.
So Cyrus and Melly are talking to a possible candidate to hire to run the campaign, and the guy tells them flat out, Melly is a frigid shrew.
Yes.
I think I had frigid shrews one time with a salad. They're pretty good. You put cucumbers.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. And then he says that Fitz looks like he hasn't had a good screw in a while.
Yeah.
And then he says this campaign's a disaster. No offense, but I don't want any part of it.
I don't work for losers.
That's what he said. I don't work for losers. Right. Wow. In the Oval Office, no less, he says that.
Yes. Cyrus had that look of, I knew these things, but damn. You had to say him in the Oval Office like that. Damn.
And the meeting everybody was waiting for, the president and Eli Pope.
Mm-hmm.
They finally get together. Now Eli doesn't like the president. That's pretty obvious. But does he not like the president because of their past, or because of Fitz's relationship with his daughter?
I don't think it's either one. I think Eli says, he kind of alluded to this, I don't answer to anyone who holds your office. I don't give a damn who's president of the United States.
Right.
You're the last person who's had this job. The other 5 in front of you, I did this. I pumped their ass too. So say nothing new. This is what I do.
That's one of my lines of the night. That was one of my favorite lines, because it's like we've never really heard that. It's like, as citizens, we were like, oh damn. I thought the president was the highest office.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, we thought wrong.
Is it possible in real life that there's somebody that doesn't answer to President Obama? Outside of Michelle?
I can see that. I don't even know if Michelle does.
Yeah.
I can see
really?
that.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The buck stops here?
Yeah, but, Mark's a conspiracy theorist, though. So,
Lord, he's a conspiracy theorist.
No, but it really, when you really think about it, guys.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right.
Come on, son.
Come on, son. So Quinn is
6-13, baby.
Yeah. So Quinn got grounded because because of Huck?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's grounded. And I got to be real honest with you. I was kind of glad to see that, because I think she was straying out of her lane a little bit.
Yeah, she's trying to be a junior Huck.
Yeah.
I mean, he called her out on that last week, and then I just picture Huck with that. He has that sad face.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he's giving you the straight information, he's like, he's got it's just like this.
What does he do, man?
I found the information on the. Oh God, I found it right here. It's right here.
It's that black hole face.
Yes, yes. Like I just saw I just saw the face of death.
Yeah.
And I'm about to tell you about it. When he has that face, I think he took that face to to the crew and told them, this girl keeps looking at my stuff. And I think they were like, oh no. This guy is a killer. If she strays, then we're all getting killed. So
yeah. So she's grounded. So they're in Montana. Harrison, Abby, and Quinn, and Huck.
You know, this would have been a good time for Harrison to take a break from the plaid on plaid.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're in Montana. You don't have to wear that. You know,
wear some bibs. Wear some bibs with French cuffs, man.
Yeah, man, come on. This would have been a great time.
So they're there.
Harrison was rocking the hotel style pants.
What
you know,
for those.
No ballroom. Man, he got his suspenders hiked up. He was like,
he had a Bojangles suit on. It's like 1923 again.
Man.
Dudes, man. I don't know. So the lie of the night to me, that
was a costume from Boardwalk Empire. I don't know.
so the lie of the
I thought I saw some spats. I don't know. I'm just saying.
So they're in Montana to try and figure out Josie Marcus's situation with his baby she gave up when she was 15 years old, and then Cyrus sends Ethan, his little gunsel, to Montana to try and turn the tables on Josie. And he gets the tables turned on him because it's Olivia Pope and Associates. You know, they play hardball. So the line of the night to me was, we got poped, sir.
We got poped.
We got poped.
T-shirts and hats available. Men on Scandal. Get them.
Yep.
Hey, we're gonna sell them this week, man. Because you know that's that. Come on, that's the
one.
That's the
Get
one.
poped with Men on Scandal.
There you go.
There it is.
Print them up.
So the president. Well, we find out that Josie Marcus's sister is her daughter.
Yeah.
You know, but let me go back. Let me go back before. Let me go back before, because I thought that when Jake got picked up off the street, I thought Eli had summoned him, but it turns out it was the president.
Yeah.
That summoned him, and the president tells that. See, they may be bros from back in the day and stuff like that, but Fitz put it out there. You were supposed to just watch her. Is what he says. And of course we all know they slept together, and see, that's the thing. See, men we can't do that. We can't do that, you know? I can't have Troy come to my house. I gotta go out of the country, and Troy comes to the house and he bets down my wife.
Right.
You know? And then we're gonna and then you think he's gonna be on the next episode of Men on Scandal? Hell no.
Could we at least play basketball?
No.
Apparently it's okay to play basketball with the guy that slept with your girl.
Yeah.
Well, now, guys, you call me a conspiracy theorist guy. Well, all right. Let's look at this, my brother. 2 white boys playing basketball. Well, 2 white boys kicking it with a sister. Well, they play Average White Band in the background as they played basketball. Pick up the pieces. See all that? That was planned, my brothers.
That wasn't happenstance, man. That was planned.
Average,
it was all put together.
They're better than average white boys. So the Average White Band.
So the president asked Cyrus in the Oval Office, "How do I get rid of B613?"
Yeah,
and Cyrus shut him down.
Yes.
It took him out of the. Apparently, the Oval Office is bugged, and everybody. It's like the worst kept secret, I guess.
Huck was looking at some tape earlier in the show.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, they had roast beef for lunch. What you looking at? The Oval Office.
Man. So here's where things got interesting to me, because when Josie Marcus, who hired Olivia Pope to run her campaign, so they go to the presidential debate, and some governor who's running says that Josie may have something to tell y'all tonight. And so he puts the ball in Josie's court. Josie doesn't really know what to do. Then she just says, you know what, the heck with it. And she tells the story about how 30 years ago, when she was 15, she had a child.
Yeah.
Right? And then she told the story about how she thinks of that every day. And, you know, and by the end of what she said, like, who said that? Cyrus, she's America's sweetheart now. You know, she could have walked across the Potomac back to her hotel because she could walk on water after that.
That's true.
You know,
well said, Tony. Well said, my brother.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, man. I mean, she hit it out of the park. And then Cyrus, Olivia Pope, the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes.
And then Josie Marcus fires Olivia Pope.
She said she ruined her life.
You fired Olivia Pope because you did what she told you to do. You hit it out of the park. And this puts you in front of a situation where everybody's going to feel really what you said. And you fired her for that?
Well, two things were going on. One, she gave a mea culpa to the world.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem was her sister slash daughter.
Let's call her her sister daughter.
Her sister
her daughter. Her daughter.
Sister daughter.
My sister daughter.
She had to hear that while she delivered it. Didn't have a heads up. Didn't know what was going on. And, hey, you're my mom. What? I don't remember this part. So I think she knew that the mistakes that she made, and she knew that this is the moment of reckoning, and it happened in a non-controlled situation. Mm-hmm. Happened when her daughter had to hear it live, just like everybody else. So she was like, "Hey, you fired." I didn't want to do this, but I had to do it because I got called out in the middle of this in the middle of the debate.
So I was telling my wife, that I would say saying it's fairly common is an overstatement.
Mm.
Yeah.
But that whole sister-daughter thing happens a lot more at least in this country than we actually realize.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't even imagine that. I mean, I'm shocked that you think that way. I'm not saying I think you're wrong. I'm saying I'm shocked because I just can't imagine why somebody would do that.
Well, I worked with somebody many years ago in
Really?
Houston at a radio station, and she had that situation. My ex-wife, may she rest in peace, she had a neighbor who had a situation like that.
Damn it.
Yeah.
If you're the baby in the family, and your brother and or sister is like 20 years older than you,
there it is.
If the next sibling from you was ovulating when you were born,
wow,
you might need to look close to that picture. Look at that family picture. If you look dead like your brother, your older brother, watch it. And it's okay. I mean, it's on the family.
Is it okay?
It's not okay.
Man.
Daddy,
okay,
brother,
Mark.
Daddy, brother, whatever.
Yeah.
Mark,
that is not okay. That's not okay.
So moving forward, Fitz falls into the trap that every man who's cheating on his wife falls into. He gets on the phone in the house with his side piece, thinking that his wife is not listening. And there he is in a bathroom on the phone with Olivia Pope, and there's Melly right outside the door. He didn't even close the door. The door was cracked. Every man who cheats on his wife does that. We always fall in that trap. We think that she's not listening. If you're in that house, she's always listening. I mean, come on, man.
Well, and now I made a note of that because I think those moments are interesting because I think I put down girly moments. What do you guys think? I mean, in my mind, I imagine that lovey-dovey thing, which I will say, I know my wife loves those moments. She loves their relationship. She loves because I think it's we've been in those relationships when you're not necessarily cheating on anybody, but when you're in that lovey-dovey stage and you look forward to the call.
You ache because you can't talk to them and stuff like that. Yeah.
And so I put down girly moments, but do you think that resonates just as much with guys? I think it would resonate more with women, but I could be wrong. What do you guys think?
I think it depends on the guy.
Well, what do you guys? What do you guys?
For me, yeah, I would have. I mean, I'll admit it. I mean, I've been with my wife 27 years, but I when we dated, I can remember times missing her so much that it hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
Yeah,
it's back in 19. No, but really, you're right. I mean, if you're into a person like that, obviously Olivia and Fitz they have codependency issues. The child went into the trash can to get the phone out. She's thirsty. She said it in the call. She's like, I snuck away from Melly to make this call. Well, I got the phone out of the trash. So, I mean, they obviously I think that probably resonates with a lot of people, like you said, because that's a real life moment that somebody's gone through. When you know that you can be honest and open, even though this is obviously a shady situation, but you can tell somebody and you know they're going to be, it's okay because I'm just as crazy as your ass is.
But you know what? It's been fairly apparent since the first season, but Fitz can have Olivia any way he wants her.
Yes.
I mean, her nose, she can deny it all she wants, but at the end of the day, her nose is wide open.
Man,
too many visuals for me, man.
Can't take it, man.
So Olivia wants Jake to take her to the correspondence dinner, and he agrees to do it. No, but he knew full well that he was being used.
Let's talk
about that. I don't think he knew full well. Did he know full well?
He knew. He's a smart man. He knew.
I mean, he knew exactly what was going down.
Yeah, he knew what was going down.
He got, as they say in D.C., he got jive carried, man. I heard that here.
Now let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Have you been in that kind of a situation? Are you familiar with that kind of situation where you're the springboard, the driver, the something? You
got used.
Yeah.
I've been there a couple times knowingly, and it was okay. In high school, I took a young lady to a dance who was engaged, and I think
Good job, man.
I was the choice because it was like he ain't gonna ask for none, and it was so well known that even the dude was like, yeah, go ahead and take Mark.
Wow.
He ain't gonna do nothing. Go ahead and take Mark.
Well, what did that do for your self-esteem, man?
You can get butt naked if you want to. He ain't gonna do nothing. So, you know.
Oh, man.
How'd you feel about feeling that way? Knowing that the joke's on you.
It was cool. It was a lifelong friend, and it was cool. It actually was cool. But I mean, I knew the deal. Like, all right, man.
Yeah.
And I've been there. Yeah, I've been there before.
Man.
In relationships too. You know,
Man.
I told Trey. Remember the one time the long distance when you're in that long distance and you know everything of what's going on in somebody's life. So I was talking to her and I heard roar roar. I was like, "What is that?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I got a dog. I didn't tell you." Wait a minute. We tell everything about what's going on. Right. Oh, you got a dog.
Oh, man.
A dog and some doggy style.
Hey, wait a minute now. Pump your brakes. So Olivia gets the look from one of the Secret Service men. She's being summoned.
Yeah.
And she thinks she's being summoned by Fitz.
Again, Jake right there knew, like, see, why am I here?
Yeah, he told her go.
On the couch.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah. But Fitz didn't summon her. Melly did. And Melly wants Olivia to run Fitz's campaign. She says he needs you. I need you.
We need you.
Man.
Come back to us. I wrote that quote down. I wrote it down right here. Come back to us.
So Jake leaves Olivia at the correspondence dinner because he says he don't play second fiddle to anybody, not even the president.
That's right.
Well, that's ridiculous. He was been playing second fiddle. He's been second fiddle the whole time he was in the orchestra.
They got another night at the Grand Ole Opry tomorrow.
So Josie now wants Olivia back. Now I don't think Olivia's going to go back. Has she committed to the Fitz campaign?
First of all, that is the most outrageous moment ever. That is the most unlikely. You could not take that moment with Melly and Olivia and put it in a life situation and expect it to go like that. I don't think.
You're right.
I don't believe a woman.
You're right.
Could check all of that baggage at the door just to get her husband reelected president, so he could do what? Do all this shit again. That's what's gonna happen.
Isn't that Hillary Clinton?
You think Hillary ever met any of Bill's mistresses?
Oh,
No.
yeah, I mean, we are president. Like you said, man, this is the office. This is the president.
Yeah.
This is the life. This is our lifeblood. This is what
Yes.
we live for.
Right.
No.
So
but
the woman, the woman's side of her, woman wife side, I think, I don't know, is fighting with the professional history thing.
But there's a breaking point. I mean, they've already been president and first lady. Hey, we could pack this up and go home.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do, obviously for television's sake, of course, but I mean, the question would be, would you go through all that over again with the mistress running things?
Well, let's look at Hillary. Let's look at Hillary. I'm just saying, what did Hillary get out of it by not falling apart when her husband went through what he went through?
Well, she got a career in politics.
Yeah.
And possibly she might be the president one day.
Right. Okay. All right. So we're going towards the end of tonight's episode, and we find out, oh, Lord, Quinlan went and got herself a gun.
Yeah.
So now she wants to do the killing part of what Huck does now.
Come on.
Has she lost her mind?
What did he say last week to her? I forgot what the line was. Something like you just like what I do.
You're interested in what I do.
Yes, you're interested. She's interested. That's why she was grounded. She's interested.
But now she got a gun, man.
To do what? I mean, it was like you're in the middle of Montana turning in some stuff for a store credit, and you walk out with a gun. I guess in Montana, that's probably what the option is. Oh, we got some guns.
Yes.
What's she gonna do with it? She lives in Washington D.C. You can't have no damn gun in Washington D.C.
We got some Chico sticks with guns. What you want?
I'll take a gun.
So here we are at the end. Huck says he has figured out Operation Remington.
Damn.
And what he says now what we're left with at the end. Who shot down the plane that had Maya Lewis on that? Who is Olivia Pope's mother? Who ordered that? Did the president? Because my understanding was Olivia Pope's mother died when Olivia was 12 years old. Well, Fitz wasn't president then, but he was flying missions. Yeah. So did Eli Pope give the order back in the day to shoot down that plane? Fitz had no idea who was on the plane. Of course, Eli Pope did. So is that where we're going with this?
Yeah. It sounds like that's the setup. The tease kind of alludes to the fact that the storyline is that Olivia's mom was shot down and Fitz is the one who did it. Mm-hmm. So she's
but he may have done it, but may have done it under orders, not knowing who he was shooting down.
But because it's her mom, she doesn't care who it was.
Oh, I understand that. Yeah.
I mean, she's going to confront him in the Oval Office, which I think is where they will have sex. And again,
I don't know, man, because I think her dad's got a video feed of the Oval Office, man. I don't know, because you remember, like, when I think it was the first or second season, they were in the Oval Office and they had to go behind a curtain. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I don't know. So do you think Maya Lewis is actually dead? Or has she been recovering on an island somewhere and they're going to show up? And who's going to play her mother if they do? Would it be somebody like Angela Bassett?
Yeah, Jennifer Lewis.
Nah.
The loud, sassy mother.
No, you didn't try to shoot me down. You can't be shooting people down over Sweden. That ain't right.
Man. Well, we have run completely over our allotted time.
Oh well, man.
But we've had a good time doing it.
We didn't even talk about the vice president going into the men's restroom.
What was that about?
Her line was, "I didn't come here to urinate."
She's talking about running for president as an independent.
Yeah.
And sidebar here, my understanding is the woman who plays the vice president is actually Richard Burton's daughter.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
That's what I'm
hearing. She did not get her father's good looks, I guess.
Oh, ouch.
She's a fine-looking woman.
She is.
She's a fine-looking woman.
She waited a minute to blow up, though, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I've been working on this show for a minute. I'm 65 years old.
You know what? Stop that.
It sounds like my career.
You better take notes.
It looks like I'm getting that same path. I'm gonna blow up at 67.
That is Men on Scandal. If you would give this a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to. I got some email from somebody. You can send comments to comments@menonscandal.com. Somebody says, I like the way you guys follow the flow of the show when y'all recap. Y'all ain't jumping around and all that kind of stuff like that. So I appreciate that. Much love to Shonda Rhimes, the creator of Scandal, because she actually retweeted and told people who follow her to check out Men on Scandal. We love our male gladiators. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
And we're planning to go to L.A. for that conference.
Oh, the meetup there. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Yeah. So we're looking forward to that too. Yeah, very good. So thanks again so much for watching Men on Scandal. I'm Tony Scott. That is Troy Johnson. That is Mark Clark. And leave a comment down below if you want. And again, comments@menonscandal.com is the email address. We'll see you next week.